Update, I told my dad's affair partner. It's her fault her kid doesn't have grandparents. I'm not sure anyone wanted an update, but I like to read post updates, so thought I'd drop one. First thing that happened, Lara would not stop texting me. Not like constantly, but once or twice a day about her feelings or demanding a response conversation. This middle-aged woman having a crash out via WhatsApp was not on my bingo card, but eventually, I just had to tell her I don't want to block her because I do want to be there for my dad in an emergency, but I was going to if she didn't stop bothering me. More crash out material. I called my dad and told him to get his household under control because this was getting crazy. I wasn't going to apologize to her, and in my whole life, I've never had as much contact with this woman as I had in the past week, and I wouldn't allow it to continue. My dad was kind of getting that it was an actual issue now, and I pushed him a bit and the dam broke. So the wider context I was not aware of is that Lucy is only now putting the pieces together of how Dad and Lara got together. She vaguely knew about the affair, but I guess she's finally getting what that means now that she's older and how much damage it did. And she's been asking a lot of hard questions about it and has been really down about it. That's probably why Lara was so triggered by the mention of my grandparents and in a rush to put her spin on it. But since the dinner, Lucy has really been raking Lara over the coals for it, apparently, because she knows my dad would have let her see the extended family were it not for Lara. My dad also shared that Lara basically feels like she's spent a large chunk of her life being punished for the affair, and it's weighing on her because of how hard Lucy is taking it. Side note. A lot of people were rightly roasting my dad for the affair, but if the above should prove anything, it's how much he is definition of a cockroach. The way this man manages to get away with diabolical behavior relatively unscathed is shocking. The second thing that my dad said, and uncharacteristically admitted was a fuck-up, was telling Lara that probably part of the reason no one ever eased up on meeting her was because they all knew I can't stand her. And I hold my hands up because I did a lot of bad-mouthing Lara back in the day to my grandparents and aunts because, well, I don't like her, and when you're a teenager you think that needs to be everyone's problem. I don't think this is as big a reason they still won't meet her as my dad probably made it seem. But he did admit he threw me under the bus for it ages ago, and Lara has never forgotten it. She thinks me poisoning the well is the whole problem, so that's probably got a lot to do with her complaining at me specifically. My dad did acknowledge that it was a mistake to tell her what was said, and while I wouldn't go around talking bad about Lara now, I don't feel bad about sharing my feelings with my family at the time. I did ask my dad if Lucy was going to be allowed contact with the grandparents, but Lara is still saying no. But he said she's close to cracking just because of how much of a hard time Lucy is giving her, so he's going to wait it out. In the meantime, I haven't heard from Lara in a couple of days now, which is what I mainly wanted from this situation.